Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, you are highly welcome. On today's topic, we are going to discuss, or rather, I'm going to share my experience on one of those things people don't seem to talk about. And what is that topic? Is miscarriage. Yes, so many people. In fact, studies shows that 1 in every 4 pregnancies ends up in miscarriage. So today I'm going to share my own experience. Yes, I think in 2019, September to be precise, I had my own share of miscarriage. How it started was that I just, went into the bathroom, clean up, and I saw some, was it reddish, pinkish blood or something, and I didn't see it as anything. I thought it was normal. Not until I contacted one of my nurse friend, and she said, Oni, it's like you are going through a miscarriage. I said, no, it can't be because the signs we are not there. So I went about my normal daily activities. I went to work that morning, and I remembered vividly that I went to the bathroom again, and I noticed this blood, not that reddish blood, but kind of pink or something. I went to my supervisor and let him know that I need to go home ASAP. So on my way to my house, I noticed some cramps. I didn't go straight to my house. I went to my nurse friend because I called her and she asked me to come to her house. So I went straight to her house, and I think she gave me some medications. There's this injection that normally stops bleeding or so. So she gave them to me, and I lay down on her bed for some hours. Then I checked myself again, and the bleeding stopped. Later in the evening, I went back to my home, to my house. Then the following morning, it was 5:30 a.m. Yes, I remembered. 5:30 a.m. in the morning, I noticed some intense cramps non-stop. So, and being alone with my sister, and my sister was about leaving for work that morning, and I told her what was happening. So she wanted to stay behind. I said, no, go to your work. Don't lose your work because of me. I thought I can handle it. My husband was not there with me. So I know what it took for my sister to leave that morning. After she left, the main business started. It got to a point that I couldn't move my leg. I couldn't move from my room to the bathroom. God. So the pain continued from one intense contraction to another. And each time it comes, I would just hold my stomach. It was as if something was pulling out my uterus. And it was not a good experience. And I don't even wish that to my worst enemies, if at all there is any. I couldn't even move my legs. I would either kneel, kneel as in crawl to the bathroom, or just lean on the wall to gather some strength. It was so painful to lie down. At some point, I had to scream. Yes, I had to let it out. I couldn't suppress it anymore. I wasn't worried if my neighbors could hear me, because I was so much in pain. And each time I let out that scream, each time I cry, I scream, the pain, it would be as if the pain would reduce. it was that bad. I always get some relief when I have a contraction. Then I'll go to the bathroom and I will have this feeling as if something is about coming out of me. I think I passed out a sizable pieces of some blood clots and tissues, and I think that was the embryo. Each time I passed out those tissue and blood clots, I just flush it out and I'll go back to the bed and the contractions will come over again and again. At some point, I was on the floor crying, screaming, nobody, no help, no one was with me. I was just crying, screaming. Kai, if I remember it now. And the contraction now seemed almost continuous, over and over again. At some point, I began to feel dizzy and nauseated, so I had to go to the bathroom and I vomited. It was after that vomit that I now rest a little and I thought it was over. My room was spinning around. The whole of the room was spinning round. Somehow, I don't know, I found myself in the bathroom and I vomited. And that was when I had some relief, I feel some relief, I went to the bed, I lay down. I think that was when the whole whatever that was going inside of me has gone out. So when I woke up, that was when I called my nurse friend. So she came, gave me some drip, some medication, and I now slept like a baby. When I woke up, it was both easier and harder. Easier because the contractions were now less intense, and harder because I was in pain, and it now dawned on me that, look, girl, you are starting over again. By the time my sister came back from work, I was already resting and everything was over. I was very proud of what I was able to do on my own and glad that it was over and that I was recovering. Spotting was on and off. I think I spotted for 6 days or so, and my husband came the following day. Of course, I called him the day the whatever started, and he wanted to come that day. I said, no, Oga, be coming down. Let me see what will happen. And I think the following day, after the whole process, he now came and he was comforting me and all that. And do I forget to mention that I continue to test with test strip, and I feel like it was all a dream, like that I was dreaming that I will still be tested, though I still tested positive, yes, for 2 weeks or so. Yeah, I every day I test, I'll see positive. Those two double lines. I see those two double lines, those positive, whatever. And in my mind, I was like, God, let it be that everything did not go out. That maybe one was still there. So it continued like that for 2 weeks or so, and one day I tested and it was negative. It now dawned on me that this is the reality of life. As in, the hormones of pregnancy was still there. And I think the mistake I made was not going for evacuation. Yes, let me use this opportunity to put this out there. If you ever had a miscarriage, no matter the month, please go for evacuation to avoid story that touches the heart. That's all I have to say. So looking back at the experience, I think is hard. It's hard, and I've not really shared this experience with anyone. So, but I think as I'm sharing it now, it's kind of, I feel this kind of, relief. I feel kind of relief, and I feel brand new now because for the past 5 years, I just bottled up everything, you know. And by saying it now, I kind of feel relieved, and I think I'm better. I think I'm okay. So I feel like I was carrying a heavy load, a heavy burden, and now I feel relief. Talking about it and all that. Yeah, thank God I'm alive, and we are hoping for the best. Were there things I wish I knew before it happened, or things I wish someone had told me? Yes, I think the pain. Yeah. I wish someone had told me not to be afraid of the pain. At some point, I was afraid I might die. From what we read online, we are told that miscarriage pain is like that of period cramps, as if when you are on your period, those cramps. We are told that that was how miscarriage pain was, and blah blah blah. Omo, na lie. It was worse than that. My advice to anyone going through this and you don't know what to do is, in as much as I don't wish this to even my worst enemy, but trust me, 99% of women goes through this, and they will not come out boldly to say it. I know it's not a good sign, it's not a good thing, but I think the more we talk about it, the more we share it as women, the more it will help our younger ones. So my advice to someone or couples that are going through this is, make sure the toilet is closer to you. Very, very important. You can scream, you can cry, you can, move your body however it tells you to do it. Follow your body's movement, whatever your body tells you to do. If your body say you should cry, let it out. If your body say you should scream. Do whatever your body tells you to do at that particular moment, because you need it. And trust your body to do what it knows how to do naturally. Expect it to happen when you start bleeding, and make sure you cancel any engagement you have for 2 to 3 days after the miscarriage. And most importantly, go for evacuation. Very, very important. No matter the weeks or months, go for evacuation for your own good. Then, here is my emotional advice. Talk to someone, don't bottle it up, don't zip it up. Share it with someone, share it with whomever you trust, because their sympathy will go a long way in healing you. Make sure your partner is at your beck and call. You get why? If you feel like crying, if you feel like, locking yourself up in a room after the whole process, please do. Just do it. So for your sanity's sake, very important. It will help you heal faster, trust me. And the last one, remember that one day you are going to smile again. Don't kill yourself because of it. Just remember that one day you are going to smile again. In my own case, I would say that there were things that help me to, get through, or help me to heal faster. The first is when I remember that my body was meant to do this naturally, and it does it perfectly well. Then the second was the support I got from my husband and that of my siblings. And the third one, you won't believe this, is sharing this wonderful experience with you, my online friends, online family, because we are families. Trust me, I felt relieved because this thing I've been meaning to share this experience, but I don't know how to go about it. Each time I set up the camera to talk about it, one spirit will be like, "Oh, girl, you want to expose yourself, people will laugh at you and all that." But after sharing this with you guys, I felt a huge relief. At least I can move on. For 5 good years I've kept this to myself. It's very common, and each woman goes through it, and they think they are alone, not realizing that many have gone through that path. If you are a woman currently going through miscarriage, and when you look at other women with their kids, you think you are alone, my heart goes out to you. But remember, you are not alone. And with God on our side, we are going to pull through. Put everything in prayer and continuously remind God of His promises to you as a woman. Remember, it didn't happen to you because you are bad or because you are unfortunate in life. It's natural, it's life. Life happened. And let me tell you, some people, most women go through this 4 times in their lifetime, and at the end, they will still have their babies, not just one, but children will still surround their table, because that is what the Bible promised us, that children will surround our table in old age. Can someone shout hallelujah? So it doesn't mean that you won't get pregnant again. You will, and you'll be tired of having them. In fact, the point you will say, no, I don't want them again. I want to do family planning and all that. Just finger crossed. And then with this, I think I've come to the end of this video. Please share this video because someone might need it, and someone may be going through it currently without you knowing it. So just let them know that they are not alone. They are not alone. Many women goes through it and they still come out stronger and still have their babies. So with this, I've come to the end of this video. Guys, please like this video, comment on this video. It helps YouTube to recommend our videos to others. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. See you in my next one. For now, bye.